Team, welcome back to another episode of Ask Top, sponsored by MentorMilitary.com. I'm your host, Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Corrett, and in today's episode, we're going to discuss, is it inappropriate to counsel a soldier on social media, like live on social media? In addition, let's even expand that a little farther. Would it be even appropriate to counsel somebody in front of, say, a formation or just in front of other people? Hey, if you would, please hit the like and subscribe button. Share this video. It greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm and growing the channel. And it also helps get this information to the people that need it the most, those soldiers that are searching for answers. Hey, in the description below, I've provided some links to several software products and books that are available from MentorMilitary.com that are related to this video. This includes counseling software like the Counsel Quick Series 1, 2, and 3, our flagship counseling product, the Counselor. In addition, there's some links for books like Lessons Learned in Coaching and Counseling and the Ultimate Counseling Guide, as well as leadership books for officers and NCOs. So check out the description below and use discount code YT, that's Yankee Tango 10, to get 10% off your purchase at checkout. So how did we get to the subject of today's video? Well, a few weeks ago, an Army commander went viral when she chose to counsel an Army sergeant live on Instagram. When I heard about this, I did some digging and talked to some individuals with closer connections to the people to gain a better understanding of what happened and exactly what took place. Then I did some digging around the internet to see what I could find. And you know, when you do your best to delete everything off the internet, no matter how hard you try, it still finds a way to exist. So I was able to find a video element the commander posted as like a teaser that she would be doing a counseling of a soldier live on Instagram. I found video elements of the counseling session and some audio segments of the counseling. The audio quality was not that good in the audio section I found. So once I had a chance to digest that information and have some discussion with other leaders, I decided it'd be a good idea to share this information as a lessons learned. So like when I first heard about this, I was like, what the hell? After I got over my initial reaction and my emotions, I said, okay, let's just look at the facts. So for what it's worth, here's my opinion on the matter. When I reviewed the commander's teaser video that she would be counseling a soldier online, live, I gained a better understanding of the commander's intent. Honestly, I believe the commander's heart was in the right place. She truly cares, and she was trying to do the right thing for the right reason, but the technique was definitely inappropriate. Background on the soldier. They have an extensive social media presence. They're well known in the military community. With that said, I believe the soldier has her heart in the right place and was just trying to do the right thing and solve an issue that came to her attention. So here we have a commander and a soldier. Both have their hearts in the right place. Both want to do what's right. How the hell did we get here? So some more background information. Apparently, the commander has spoken to the soldier about social media policy and procedure in the past, and even conducted corrective training by having the soldier write an essay concerning social media posting policies. So my take on it from the commander's point of view is she was probably thinking the soldier is putting other people on social media, and maybe if I put her on social media, she will see what it feels like and make the needed correction. Unfortunately, that did not happen, and it basically appears to have backfired on the commander. So what's the lessons learned here? Make corrections in private. If you're planning to use an out-of-the-box methodology, then you better make sure you understand both the intended and unintended consequences of your decision. We would never, at least I hope not, conduct an open counseling session in front of a formation or another group of soldiers. I don't think anybody would think that it's appropriate to do that. So why would it be appropriate to do it on social media? Since this soldier had an immense social media following, the odds that this was going to turn out favorable for the commander and or the Army in terms of social media was highly unlikely. When it comes to correcting others, it's always a good idea to do it in private. In the military, under the UCMJ, you are allowed, or the command is allowed, to post the results of an Article 15 in the unit area and even announce the results of punishment and formation. This is to help do away with the perception of unfair treatment, but in reality, it usually leads to feelings of animosity because no one likes being singled out. Rule of thumb, praise in public and correct in private. As a social media influencer, the soldier is walking a thin line because everything that is posted to their social media account can be evaluated against military standards, and the command can then make a determination if the soldier's actions violated good order and discipline or other military law, policy, regulation. So who won in this incident? Unfortunately, no one. The commander ended up in an unfavorable position. The soldier ended up in an unfavorable position. And in my opinion, the issue was not resolved. There are plenty of resources available for soldiers and leaders with regard to the military policy on using social media. These include, but are not limited to, the Army Social Media Guide, and it has personal use guidelines within that document, the Army Social Media Handbook, an official social media use page, and a page containing the key points of Department of Defense Instruction, DODI, 5400.17, which is the official use of social media for public affairs purposes. I've put the links to these documents in the description below. The military has policy and procedure, and it is a balancing act, meaning there is no reason for the military to be overbearing in restricting speech, but at the same time, soldiers should not, in my opinion, be posting on social media in uniform or trying to embarrass the chain of command. With that said, sometimes soldiers posting on social media are usually asking and even begging for help. As leaders, sometimes we forget how overwhelming it can be when it appears the whole world is against you and there's no way out and you feel the chain of command is not listening. Leaders and social media personalities need to remember, to those who much is given, much is expected. Both have a duty and responsibility to be fair and accurate in their presentation of facts and work towards a reasonable solution to all problems. I want soldiers to be able to express themselves on social media, and I also want soldiers to be reasonable when posting to social media. I don't want leaders being tyrants towards soldiers in their social media posts. As leaders, we need to understand there are three types of people when it comes to military social media posts. There's the average soldier who sometimes goes viral because they are venting or trying to find a solution to a problem and just get caught up in the hype. There are family members of soldiers who can cause an issue to go viral because the soldier's issue is not being properly addressed. Then there is the military social media influencer who usually wants to do the right thing in helping soldiers. Back to counseling soldiers on social media. My final comment is I hope the chain of command in this situation allows both leaders to learn from their mistakes and move on and continue a productive career. I think the young sergeant and the captain both got more attention than they probably wanted. And it should be used as a lesson learned, not as something to cause hate, discontent, and hurt somebody's career. So let's hope these two leaders are allowed to move on, learn from their mistakes, and be better leaders for it. So hopefully I achieved my goal of getting leaders to think about what tactics, techniques, procedures they might employ during coaching and counseling sessions and understand the intended and unintended consequences of the course of actions they plan to implement. Hope you found this information useful. If so, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Until next time, hey, this is Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Garrett. Stay safe and stay healthy.